Podcast, you can't win. I touch black and whites just by stroking my chin. Tell Marva got a plan if he just sit in. And we can be the sons and thus fit in. Talking a good game, topics never lame. Conversations just the same, right before they left the brain. Seriously funny, but if you take us seriously, you end up smiling. If not, laugh hilariously. And every Tuesdays we're on the one, so stay in tune before noon. It's the Podical Sons.
It's ridiculously funny.
All right. Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have law degrees. I am St. Marv because I took my black ass to church today.
Yeah, you did. And I'm not your average Joseph, and I stayed home.
And we are the Podical
Sons.
Podical Sons. Because I'm a holy roller today. Damn it. I'm probably going to be holy roller for that long.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm trying to burnish the title. I know I can't rock. You know, it ain't for me.
You know what? You know what? You started off the day. Yeah. We'll give you that.
I seen some shit in my life, man. That's why I'm like, you know what? I gotta take my ass to church, man. Yo.
You know what I mean? Make sure you're still in some sort of books.
Yo. I was talking to the funny thing, I was talking to this one girl and stuff and everything, like whatever, because like I'm dating.
Right.
Dating and stuff like that. So I was talking to this one girl and we get the conversation about threesomes and everything like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I had one. So she's like, you know, she's an expertise to that field.
Oh, in a threesome field.
Her and a woman and a guy.
Okay.
And it was her and two guys.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know, all right. I'm like, baby, you sound like you ready for the orgy. You know, I was saying that's a joke.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
I was saying that's a joke.
Right.
And she's like, well, next time there's one, you know, if you want, I can let you know. I'm like, no me gusta. No. I'm good, boo. I'm good. I'm like,
you find out if she been to any swinger parties?
She's been to.
No?
She's been.
Okay.
She's been. Like I said, the conversation went there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, this is kind of different. I don't know where am I going with this.
You have no clue what's happening right now. What's happening right
now? I was like, you know, don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash, whatever, right?
There you go.
So I was like,
and you don't know if you don't ask.
Trap.
You don't know if you don't ask.
But I mean, it just got to that territory, and I didn't realize it was getting there and stuff like that. I was like, I gotta back out. And then I was like, yeah, I was talking shit. I'm like, if anything, I'll call you a little later. And I'm like, how the fuck did I get here?
How did I get
here? How did I get here? I was like, it was a simple conversation. I'm trying to just make sure, you know, solidify some, you know, some action, some dancing. Yeah. And I was like, geez, I'm going to church. So I'm going to church. My life is spin out of control. I need some
realignment.
Guidance. Yeah, I need some guidance for them. I don't got no guidance, man.
Nah, no guidance at all.
So I was like, yeah, okay. Let's get to this. Is real love 50-50 or 60-40 thing? We posted a question on the gram. 100% of people who participated in the poll said real love is 60-40.
60-40. And I think even before we posted, we discussed these questions and so forth like that. And that was the thought that we had.
Yeah.
What shocked me was, I mean, the way that, like you're telling me the way how you posed the question, because I always felt like when you go into it, there's always going to be somebody who loves somebody a little bit more.
Right.
But throughout the duration, it would eventually balance it off.
So you're thinking like once hit that plateau effect, we love each other equally.
Yeah. That's how I kind of felt about it. But no, it don't seem like that's not what our audience felt.
I don't know if I want a relationship anymore. I don't know. This shit was supposed to rein me in to be like, all right, you know, I'm looking for a boo, you know, play something. I need a girl the other day with the window, when the weather was decent, was playing it with the windows down.
Yeah.
Pull up, I'm like, let me keep my windows up and play my hardcore hip hop shit, because I was looking, I'm like, how did we get to this point? Like, I was just confused. I'm like, how did we get to this point where real love isn't 50-50? Like, they tell you it's supposed to be a two-way street, not a one-way type of thing, whatever. But everybody just agreed and stuff, and they're like, nah, like, one person is doing more, or one person into the person a lot more than the other.
Right.
So I was like, damn. And then one person I was speaking to, who participated in the poll, she said Sometimes she feel like it's 70-30. She's like, if there was another option to choose, she would have chose 70-30.
She would have chose 70-30.
So I was like, damn. I'm like, she said that's how she felt in her last relationship. She's single now, but that's how she felt and stuff for her. She felt like she was giving 70 and dude was giving like 30.
You'd be surprised how many relationships are really, really like that. Where
I am.
Where, you know, I mean, even I was speaking with my wife the other day, and she had mentioned just talking to somebody she knew, right? And they were basically saying how, you know, the other half didn't treat her like she felt she needed to be treated.
Right. And
she was always overcompensating to kind of make it work.
Right.
And I was saying to my wife, I was saying, yeah, I mean, it's hard. It may be hard for us to see because we're natural like that, right? And to step outside of your own relationship and not think of applying what you know to that, it's, you know what I mean, sometimes it sometimes it just doesn't mesh in your brain because you think, you know, ours is going so well. I mean, we have a good relationship. This is how it should be over here because they're still together, right? And you start to wonder, well, if it's not like that, then why bother be together? You know what I mean? And it's,
I mean, I think a lot of people and stuff. I feel like to be alone, is a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah,
it's a hell of a thing and stuff, whatever. Because I want to say like, all right, so like my boy got married and stuff the other day,
right?
But I was in the bridal party, whatever, right? And then like there was a few women and stuff that were there that, you know, that weren't in the bridal party that I was like dancing with and and I was talking to and everything like whatever.
Right.
They're like, you know, they're just here, they're happy for the moment and stuff, whatever. But they're like, you never feel that alone until you're at someone else's wedding by yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, I never really thought of it like that, whatever, right?
You know when that thought hit me, and that thought hit me like mad early, like when, you know, when we used to go to basement parties and stuff like that, and I'm talking, I would say maybe like late teens, just starting to get into your 20s and starting to, you know, have a little perspective on life. And you be in these basement parties and you be seeing like these 40 and 45-year-olds trying to, you know what I mean, dance up with these young women. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I don't want to hit my 40 and I'm in the club or I'm in, you know, I'm the party trying to scoop me some young honey because I ain't got nobody.
That's the thing. I don't want to be. I told you I don't want to be on like freaking these dating apps and stuff, whatever. 40 don't got no boo and taking up. Well, you a different kind of 40.
Yeah,
you're a different type of 40.
Yeah.
We all acknowledge that and stuff, but like some of these other 40s, they don't know how to take no fucking proper selfie photos. And on the dating apps, they were like behind the steering wheel. They're doing one of these notions and shit where they're probably got like they bounce the photo on their dick and they looking down.
Yeah.
I was like, why all these men don't know how to take photos and stuff? Like, you don't got nobody to take the photo for them? And I mean, so I was like, yo, somebody asked me and stuff, a girl asked me this stuff, she's like, why do you really want to boo? She's like, you know, you've been through a marriage and stuff where you got cheated on and stuff, whatever, twice and everything and stuff. And you're now in a realm where you're having fun and you don't have to answer nobody. Why do you want to boo? And I'm like, to be honest, I got a lot of wild thoughts and stuff in the back of my mind and stuff, whatever. Money making schemes. I want to say like cracking the Da Vinci Code, philosophical kind of thoughts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to bounce those thoughts around somebody and stuff at night, I feel like when I was with somebody, it was kind of good because I'm like, am I fucking crazy? Or can this work? Or am I fucking crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that back and forth, pillow talk.
Pillow talk.
Willow the pillow.
Pillow talk.
Willow the pillow, folks. Whatever episode that is, find that.
Check it out.
But that's what I'm saying. It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's why I really kind of want somebody something. But when I realize and stuff that like, yo, same thing you're saying about a girlie. She probably just don't want to be alone. So she will overcompensate for a dude.
She don't want to be alone, plus they have children. You understand? So her whole, you know what I mean? That's the other dynamic of it, right? And
that's a different type of...
That's something that, you know what I mean, is seldom discussed because a lot of them stay together for the sake of the kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's, you put up with a certain amount of stuff because you want that family. You want your children to grow up in that family.
That what's that shit called? Nuclear family.
Nuclear family.
Nuclear family.
Nuclear family. Yeah, but I mean, it was just so crazy to think about it. Let me ask you this:
Holla.
the ones who are given 40%, right? And I mean, these numbers are arbitrary. We're just coming up with these numbers.
I gotta use that word more in my fucking vocabulary.
Arbitrary.
Arbitrary.
Yeah, every week I'm trying to give you something new, bro.
Easy.
But yeah, we just came up with those numbers. I mean, so it could be 55, 45.
Right. Well, I just try to make it balance to equal to the 100.
Right.
Fair.
Do you think that even with somebody giving 40 or 45%, or even let's even say somebody doing 59% and the other person is doing 41, you know what I mean? Do you think that person who's doing less, it's still qualified love? It's just that other person just loves them more.
I don't know. In my world, it doesn't equate. My world, because I feel like I'm a 50-50 person.
Right.
I'm a 50-50 person, but I realize that, like, that's ideally how I feel.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Like, I looked at my previous relationship, my marriage that I was in, whatever, right?
Right.
I was the one overcompensating for this woman. You know what I'm saying? Kids, my son was the factor and stuff as well.
Right.
So I'm like, at the end of the day, it was something within me that kind of had an idea from like a type of, I want to say, the quote unquote good man or good husband.
Yeah.
And everything. And I try to live up to that standards. But I'm not letting this person and stuff, whatever, do what she needs to do and stuff for that to equate to the world to make it 50-50. So now when I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, I was explaining to one chick, whatever, she's like, yeah, you did all that, whatever. So she's like, first time we go to have sex and everything, she's like, I thought you had a small dick. So I'm like, what do you mean?
She was always overcome.
Yes, she's like, I thought you had a small dick, whatever, right? Because I was like, you were commentating, you're such a nice guy. She's like, I'm just gonna give you a piece, and she's like, oh, you're working with something. I'm like, yeah, what you thought? Fuck you mean? That's where the height went, And I didn't get the height, but it went to my dick in the proper place. So she's like, the way you overcompensated, the way you explain you overcompensated stuff in your last relationship and stuff, whatever.
Right.
I thought you had a small dick, so I was like, fuck.
And she no short dick, man.
Short man. Teeny weeny. Yeah, so I was
said, ha
like, dun, 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 dun. This is all me. I woke up like this. But then I was like, fuck. When I'm looking at it and stuff, whatever, in hindsight, I was overcompensating for this person. And if it was that kind of worm where, like, I'm slacking in this, and she covers that, that's 50-50 to me.
Right.
But if they're not if I'm doing this, whatever, I'm slacking in this, and there's nothing being done, that's 60-40. Because by the time I realize, like, I'm slacking, or something is falling back, and I want to pull up the weight, I can't pull the weight of someone else's stuff.
Someone else's, no.
That's too wild.
No.
That's too wild.
No. I guess part of what I'm getting at too is like let's say it's you have a family, and you have like 6 kids.
That's a lot of fucking kids. I would have got a vasectomy after the third.
You went to work.
I would have got a vasectomy.
You went to work.
3 of them things ain't mine.
Now, all those kids you love,
right?
But there might be certain instances where you love 1 or 2 a little bit more. Doesn't mean that you don't love the rest, right. But you just don't love them, or maybe you love them as much. No,
I don't know.
No,
you guys might be in a different world because you got 2, I got 1.
Right.
If I have another one and stuff like whatever, I might look at something and say like, yo, you know what? This kid number 1 has these things and stuff. Like I see a lot of things in my son. Yeah. That I see and stuff like in me.
In you, right.
Whatever, right? Like I even did a post and stuff one time on my gram and stuff, whatever. Like we were both watching Aladdin, the new Aladdin. Yeah. And I'm looking like, I don't remember this shit. And I remember this shit. And then someone took the photo and I seen the photo and stuff. I'm like, fuck, we kind of do look alike. Yeah. Whatever, right? And he had the same kind of blank expression like
on the
I
face.
had.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at him like, there's some similarities and stuff like that, like with him. And let's say the next child, let's say child B. Right. Child B and stuff like that, they might not take nothing up like me. probably might look like me, but might be more like their mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if they're more like their mother and stuff, whatever, when I know child A is kind of more like me, I'm going to gravitate more to child A. I don't love them
any
kind of
different.
thing, but
right,
if I'm
right.
going to pick a favorite one, like,
Right.
Dad, pull us up from the cliff. Here's how they... Yo. So,
Yeah, no. It was wild because I think that's the first time that we've ever did a poll where it was a unanimous decision.
Yo, that was a knockout. That was a knockout.
Yeah.
That wasn't a TKO. That was a knockout.
Yeah, I was like, I have to repost the results of this because it was like a flawless victory. 60-40 just went out over the 50-50.
Across the board.
Yeah, that was.
So no, it was something else, man.
It was a good little exercise.
It was good. All right, let's get to the shits. High school baseball coach gets fired from giving a profane victory speech to his team on a bus.
Yeah.
Right after they won the state championship.
Okay, so it was a big deal.
Big deal. State championship for high schoolers, whatever. That's a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
Right? He got fired. The video and stuff, whatever, some of the videos and stuff they service, I guess, like, it's mainly from that one phone. It was just a student.
Right.
It was one of the players.
Yeah.
And the coach is basically, like, I'm paraphrasing and stuff, but he's basically saying, like, you guys are fucking tigers. You guys are fucking champs.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
It didn't take wimps to win this. It took kings to win this. You guys are friggin' kings.
Yeah.
He went in.
It was a raw emotion.
Raw emotion.
Yeah.
It was fresh. He had the trophy in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't earn this. You guys did this. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah.
it was a great type of speech.
Yeah.
But a lot of parents felt the type of way because this is an adult speaking to high schoolers, kids who are supposed to be under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And they reprimanded him and fired him. Do you think he should have been fired?
I don't think he should have been fired.
I agree. Why? Why from you?
Well, a few things come to mind. Kids of that age, that's how they typically talk day in and day out.
I didn't just start cursing.
Kids
Because
younger than that talk that day in and
I
day
think
out.
middle school got me. Middle school turned me to Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers need to understand who the fuck I'm fucking talking to. Okay.
I remember the first time my dad heard me curse. I didn't even know he was around. This is one of the words that slipped out, and he just looked at me like. But he didn't say nothing because he knew
when he was
that age, he would curse, right? I remember the first time I heard my son curse.
How'd that go? How old was he? How old was he?
He'd have probably been about maybe 11,
okay,
or around there when I first
double digits.
Double digits. First time I heard him curse, right? And I let him know. So listen, man. How you and your friends talk, it's between you and your friends. But when you're around adults, try to have common courtesy and respect for your adults.
Right.
You understand? Because I'm not gonna be the hypocrite and be like, right. Because that's how I talked around my friends. Facts. You understand?
Facts.
And we don't know the type of communication that this teacher had with his students, or the type of bond that this teacher had with his students. And I think it's just unfortunate. Yeah, in certain situations, you have to realize that you are the adult, and you gotta take a certain amount of responsibility. But I'm like, man, it's just raw emotion, man. You know what I mean? It's just, and certain things come out the way they come out. You don't want them to come out the way they come out, but they just want. For instance, Snoop Dogg and Gayle.
Yeah.
When Snoop made that reply, he was just going off of raw emotion.
Because it came to him probably at that time.
At that time, you know what I mean? He didn't give himself no time to just settle down or nothing. They just won. They on the bus on the way back home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't 2 days later.
No. You know what I mean? Everybody on that bus is pumped. The bus driver's pumped. Everybody is pumped.
Flowing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just unfortunate that in this day and age, everything's got to be captured by a phone.
Yeah, because we live in sensitive times, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? We live in sensitive time, and everybody's got to capture something on a phone. If it wasn't captured on the phone, Nobody would know.
But okay, let's say bring it back. Let's say this is like 1990, right?
Yeah.
This is 1990 and stuff, whatever, and something like this was to take place, right? And not recorded,
Right.
but when the students said it, like to say the either to snitch on the teacher and everything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think the teacher would have been fired
I don't think he would,
because
he would have maybe got reprimanded. Yeah, but I don't think he would have got
I think
fired.
they would look at it in the context and stuff, whatever.
Of
because
course.
they would have probably brought other students in and stuff, whatever. Like, did coach curse when he used profanity when he was saying about the victory speech and on the bus? And
The
like,
kids
yeah.
would have been like, "You fucking right."
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's a different climate they were in back then. The climate we're in right now, we're in sensitive times, whatever. Like, yo, you can't speak too loud and stuff, and some people they feel a type of way or whatever, right? And it sucks.
It does, man. And I feel bad for the student who, you know what I mean, who recorded it
Absolutely
and posted it, because you gotta know that he feels like he wasn't posting it for that reason.
Absolutely.
He was posting it again because he had the raw emotion. He's like, yo, this is what coach is letting us know that we the shit. We the shit. You know what I mean? So he felt good about that. He didn't know his teacher was gonna get fired from all that mess. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, I bet you he's probably one of the better teachers in the school. Probably. You know what I mean? Because it's usually the teachers that's cool as hell that curse.
You think I'm cool because I curse?
Well, you ain't a teacher, so that's a whole different story.
Fuck you. Yo. All right.
Yo, before we move off of that,
Yeah.
one day we was out. Yo, we was this was in junior high. I don't know what would be the would they call it junior high in the US? Middle school.
Middle school.
It was in middle school, and we were outside playing basketball. We had this teacher. I remember that. I won't name his name just in case he's still teaching, but
wait, if you're in junior, that nigga better be retired.
I hope he retired.
Okay.
But who knows, right? The guy had some old ass teachers back in the day.
That's true.
So we're outside playing basketball. This is, I think, it was probably at either lunch or recess. And you know how the teachers, you know, they're out there, they're watching the other students, making sure
they participate, not doing violent shit.
Exactly, right? So this one teacher, I mean, he was the coach. Like, he coached the sports team. So he was out there and he was playing ball with us, right? And I forgot what happened, but he did something to his leg or knee or whatever, and dude just at that moment forgot he was a teacher, and F-bombs was dropping out the sky like it was World War III. And we just stood there like, we was all shook, but again, raw emotion. You know what I mean? It's raw emotion.
Yo, I love when people like, I like when the OGs.
Yeah.
Where they just, I feel like, like the raw emotions, they just lose their shit somewhere.
Oh, he lost this shit.
Yo, I went to one of the Walmarts and stuff, whatever. I think about the Rexdale one.
Yeah.
And I went to the car and it was raining. So the rain started coming down and stuff. So, I bleep, bleep. And then I ran into the car.
Right.
And he parked up next to me and everything. Like, so he's like, he pulled on his door. He's like, I don't have the key. Oh, fuck me running. I can't believe this shit. He snapped. I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, my man, you want to get my back seat, whatever and everything for now?
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm okay. And I'm like, you sure? I'm like, the rain starting to come down heavy. And he's like, all right. He got in the back seat and stuff, whatever, and he's trying to search himself, whatever. He's like, fuck. And he's like, I never heard this one till this day. Jesus titty fucking Christ. I was like,
oh!
I was like, bruh.
You don't get struck by lightning in the back seat.
I was like, bruh, you're in my whip now. You gotta, I'm like, yo, dial it back, man. Dial it back. That's God up there faster than lightning. So he's like, so I'm like, yo, I got a dip. Can I drop you to the front of the Walmart and stuff like that? Whatever, you make the call.
Yeah.
And he's like, he'll appreciate that. Thanks. Right, so I kind of drove back to the front, let him out, whatever. And then the whole time in the car, I'm like, Jesus, titty. It's like, who says that? Who says that? But I'm like, raw emotion, man. So I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it.
What would be nice if, it would be nice if people could understand the situation for it is and then petition for that teacher to get his job back.
Yes.
That would be cool.
I would.
That would be cool.
I would. On to the next. Are you ready for a senior citizen bachelor? Am I fucked up for calling it that? My bad. Yeah, so
60 and frisky.
60 and frisky. That's the slogan.
That's the slogan. 60 and frisky.
Yeah, the new season of The Bachelor that they're trying to draw up and everything. They're doing casting calls and everything already for it.
Already for it. Okay.
Right? It's going to be for an older man
Mm-hmm.
trying to find him a nice silver fox.
Okay.
And everything like that, whatever, right? I'm game. Are you going to be down for watching it?
I
don't watch the regular Bachelor.
I was about to say I don't watch the regular Bachelor.
I don't watch the regular Bachelor, but for this shit,
this one,
they'll get maybe 3 episodes out of me.
I might have to see what's going on. I might have to see what's going on.
I want to figure out stuff. What kind of like silver foxes am I planning to see?
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Like, all right, yeah. The heathen in me went to church today. I know some silver foxes in there. They were looking like you were fire when you were in your 30s. Mm. When you were my age, you were probably a knockout.
Let me tell you something. There's some silver foxes that are fire right now.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
So you never know. You never know what might show up on that casting call.
Right. So that's what I'm looking. I'm like, yo, that's part of the reason why I want to watch and stuff, whatever. And then I know I want to see old school courting at its finest. I want to know old school courting and stuff and everything like whatever. Because there's one thing you can hear, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But to actually see it
in action.
Like, all right, we know like seniors and stuff and older people and stuff are dating. Whatever,
yes.
Right? The ones that are not in like those type of places, they're out here trying to date, trying to find love, just like everybody's trying to find love. But you don't see it in action and stuff, whatever, like, on the first date and everything or something like that. Now we can watch this shit. You'd be like, I was wondering if I can go by the pop shop and get you a 35-cent hamburger. I'm a bastard for that.
You are a bastard for that.
Around that.
But it's funny you should say that because there's a clip going around right now. And I'm gonna find it for you. Granny in a purple lingerie. She got her phone down and she
doing a strip.
I want somebody to come over and fuck me.
Oh yeah. The one with the glasses.
Yeah. She said, gotta be 35 and up. I said, yeah, because them 25-year-olds might throw you a damn hip out. But I'm like,
I turned 35 this year, baby.
I'm like, look at Frisky Granny out here. Listen, man. Listen. You was telling me about the old age homes, the dramas that go down in there.
They humping. They getting it in more than some of the regular folks and stuff. Remember, STDs is running rampant in those places. They don't got much to live for. They're like, they probably on borrowed time. They're like, they raw dogging everything and stuff, whatever.
Listen,
right?
man, I got a couple of nurse friends that work in those places, and they tell me, it'd be wild up in those joints.
Look, some of the patients that even my spot, whatever, not even giving too much detail and stuff, whatever. I see one patient and stuff. He'll call to me. He'll see me because I chill and vibe with specific in them. Yeah. He's like, "Hey Marvin," and then this is one. There's one and stuff with her. Her name is L. We're gonna call her L. The man who just hold it. He just rub her leg. She in a wheelchair. Yeah. He in a wheelchair. He just like caress the leg. Yeah. Caress the thigh. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm out here on Bumble working hard and shit trying to get me a boo. And this man out here, he got rolling cooch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, lucky bastard. But hey,
what type of commercials do you think they're gonna be running during that whole Bachelor run? You think you're gonna see like some Geritol commercials and shit like that?
I don't know.
That's some Bengay cream commercials.
Bengay Icy Hot.
Icy Hot. For sure.
Bengay Icy Hot. Rub 835. That's a must because they gotta make sure it's flexible. A few Viagra ads. Viagra and Cialis and stuff that has to pop and everything like that. I guess if you want to get them dating, they'll start running some denture cream ads, like the C-bond. The C-bond. To hold the dentures in place.
Right.
Because she can do it with no teeth. Yeah. The no denture adventure. I mean, hey.
Yo, it'd probably be popping off too.
What?
A lot of those, they run the commercials for the older dating service.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
They got to, man.
100%.
Like I said, like, I'm a fan of like the old school court and stuff whatever. But the other thing and stuff that I want to see is that. Let me say this: the Marv in his teenage years is different from the Marv in his 20s compared to the Marv before you today.
Right.
The older you get,
Yeah.
the less fucks you give.
That's true.
So imagine when
That's
they're like
true.
50 and your name is Gertrude and this nigga's telling you you're not getting a rose.
Yeah.
You're like, well, fuck you anyway. Like, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it
Yeah,
so
they feisty
bad.
as hell.
Yeah.
Man. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're
Look
right.
at Granny. I want somebody to fuck me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm looking at. I'm like, I can't unsee this, Grandma. What you doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm with the shits. I'm with the shit. They definitely get a few episodes out of me and stuff, whatever. I might even set an alert on my phone, whatever. Like, are you watching The Bachelor, Marv? Senior Citizen edition? I'm with it.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is
I'm
gonna
with
be
it.
great.
Speaking of older folks and stuff and everything, like as older men and all the above, do you believe men have a biological clock? Like minusing the sites, minusing biology.
Minus the
biology.
biological part of it.
Because you know us as men, I guess until ED kicks in, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we can produce babies and stuff, whatever, until the cows come home.
Oh, yeah.
Until God calls us, or we're in the dirt,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, some women, I feel that, or a good portion of women that I talk to or I speak to, even the ones I date and everything, like whatever, they like. I think some of them still have that essence of they want a man to protect and provide.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever, right?
I can see that. Yeah.
When it comes to the providing thing and stuff, whatever, as a man in, like I want to say, in my 20s, I was a student, doing student debt and all the above. I accrued a few debts and stuff, whatever, like in my 30s and stuff, whatever.
Right.
Trying to clear it off. But I think like by the time I hit like 40, I'm laughing. I got this game mapped out. I'm crystal clear.
Okay.
Why not wait till you're 40 to have kids?
Good question. But to be quite honest with you, I think more than half of these motherfuckers out here are not planned. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's you went in there, and you played Russian roulette. You did the raw dog, and he was like, nah, I hope this shot I shoot is blank, and it just don't happen to be blank.
And then it happens.
And it happens.
But there's some dudes that say like, yo, there's some dudes. This is a crazy ass video I seen on World Star one day. I think recently, but there was a dude, toxic ass relationship.
Yeah.
Girl sitting on the couch and stuff, whatever, and he had the gun pointed to her. He's like, you gonna have my baby? She's like, boy, stop. Bow! He let off a shot like in the wall, and she said, you gonna have my baby? She said, yes. Yes, say swear to God. I swear to God, I'm gonna have your baby. Boo, you better say swear on every type of God, any religious deity. Buddha,
Krishna,
Allah,
yeah,
everything,
whoever,
whatever.
yeah,
and
yeah.
I get it,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, but this dude could never be a dude in his 40s saying some shit like this to a young chick and stuff like whatever. I'm like, why in your 20s you're ready to be a father when you can produce babies all the way to you're probably 60, 70?
You know what I think it is in that certain situation though? I think it's immaturity. And I think they're thinking that some way, somehow, having a child
Will make them grow.
will make them a man, or have them consider themselves a man, right?
I get it. I get what you're saying.
I think in certain situations, I think that's what the thinking is.
I can agree with you on that. I think so too, because I think a lot of them and stuff look at it like that.
Yeah,
Like they look at it stuff as that like, I heard people like her in songs and everything. My kid made me a grown up
right,
and
yeah.
everything like whatever, right? And you looked at it as a boy for the longest until like you probably driver's license. Then you start feeling like you're getting man up stripes.
Yeah,
I guess not for everybody, but if you might go to college and everything,
right.
legal age to drink.
Legal age to drink.
And then now you hit the pinnacle point, whatever, as a man, either like you get married or you have babies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these things will kind of be your man up. I remember when you got married. And stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it, but we were outside your mom's spot and we're getting ready to dip somewhere and stuff. And then they're like, you're a big man now. And I'm like, the fuck you mean? He's been grown.
I was 27 when I got married. How big do you want me to be?
I'm like, he's been grown. What are you talking about, big man now? And they're like, yeah, but he's a big man, because he's married and stuff. I'm like, what are you guys measuring this increment shit in?
And see, that's part of the problem too, right?
Yeah.
No one doesn't want to take you seriously because they feel that they don't want to take you seriously because you don't have certain things in place. So a lot of them rush to go put things in place, even when they're not ready. You know what I mean?
I wonder if some women feel like that. Because I guess
I think so.
I know some women and stuff. Some women have that maternal instinct that they want to be a mom. Yeah. And then if the opportunity doesn't arise and stuff, whatever, they don't they can't be a mom, or they haven't had a
they have a definite biological clock.
Right. Well, they're definite and stuff, whatever. They're like, for the health factors to be not so high, the sooner the better. Yeah. Yeah. But us, we can just keep firing. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, why not wait till you're financially stable? Because by the time you're like mid-30s, 40s, you can pop off with kids. Yeah, there's tons of dudes and stuff, whatever, or there's tons of women that don't have a problem dating an older dude and everything like that, whatever. Oh, I want to give a fuck you to you too. Let me tell you what. Speaking of which, side note. I'm talking to this girl. Yeah. She's like, oh, I see your videos and stuff, whatever. I see your podcast and stuff, your commercials and everything like that. Right. Who's your co-host? Right? Some nigga like, what? I'm like, who's Smooth? She's like, yeah, the one with the salt and pepper beard. I got a few strands up in here. Look, heifer, right here. Look. And she's like, he looks so handsome. I was like, yo, hold the fuck up. Are you trying to bang me or him?
You're on a date with me. Yeah. You're on the date with me.
I was emotional, man. I'm like, yeah, I got to tell this man to fuck off next time I see him. It just clicked to me. But some women like older dudes. So even if a girl's in her 20s, and the guy's like 30, 40-ish and stuff, but he's financially stable. Yeah. Yeah. Bruh, why not wait then?
I think another possible reason is a lot of men, especially if they're having or if they want to have children, or let's say male children. A lot of them feel like they want to have them at an age where they can be active when they're growing up.
But fam, you just gotta take care of yourself though. Because my thing is,
you do, yeah.
Okay, let's say you have the kid at 35. Right. You have the kids at your first child at 35. You add 18 years to that. You're not in the retirement realm yet.
No.
Right?
No.
You're not in the retirement realm yet. So hopefully she should still, depending on the type of job, but hopefully she should still be functional enough to do decent movements. And much as you have kids, or we're in a time now where people are trying to take better care of their health, their diets, and the way they carry themselves, their lifestyle. Yeah. So why not be more aware of the fact that you're a parent and you want to live longer and stuff, whatever, to be around for your kid? Make sure you're active enough, whatever, because by the time your kid might hit like 10, 11, and you want to take them to go play basketball, you'll still be able to run around. Because you'll be what, 46? Like 45, 46.
This is true. But I mean, I think you're right. But I think a lot of it is, is psychological too, right? Because
I think it's all psychological.
Because if you think about it, a lot of these kids, when they were like, under the double digit realm, grandma and grandpa were like 55, 60. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and they're looking at it, oh, grandma and grandpa's 55 and 60. And they're not looking at it as like, oh, grandpa could still have kids at 55. Right. Or, you know what I mean? Grandpa could still have kids at, you know what I mean? At some age where it makes, it kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of,
I get
they see it as, you know what I mean? Oh, well, then he must have had dad when he was in his 20s or 30s. So automatically now that becomes, in their mind, the goal. Okay, get out of high school, get myself a good job, have a family, have kids. That seemed to be like the roadmap within, I want to say, like maybe like the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. Right. It's only now where we're looking at it as we're taking better health. We're taking more concern with our health, right? We're more active at a more older age. We can afford to wait around. We don't have to have kids so early. But that, you know what I mean, not everybody's thinking about it. A lot of them are still with that old school way of thinking.
Right. The nuclear family thing's still kind of locked in and stuff for that.
Right.
Because, I mean, finance is a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
Finance is a hell of a thing because if you realize and stuff like that, what you know now compared to like then and stuff and everything, you know for a fact you've already been solidified way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Yeah.
And then say you're going to pop off one at 40.
Yeah.
You're laughing. You probably had like some MTV Cribs type of house and shit like that. This is our slide we take to get to the basement, whatever. Because you know your money is extra right. Right. But then again, like, yeah, the guys and stuff, whatever, who just fire off stuff without thinking and stuff, whatever. There's be some of these women too.
Oh, no,
when they do the locking, the leg lock, come inside me. I was like, you take a deep breath in. Like,
let this not be the one. Let this not be the one. Let this. Yeah. Let me know how you are in a few weeks.
I school with Plan B. Like here, you know, chew on this. Chew on
one of
this.
these.
Because I remember OG told me and stuff. But he's like, yo, I think I was telling him like it took me a long time to go into a chick raw.
Right.
And he's like, yo, raw dog is the sweetest feeling in the world. He said it is the sweetest feeling in the world. But he said, the weeks after that, it's the most stressful period in your life.
It's the stressing. It's the stressing. You waiting for that. You waiting to hear that. Not that callers.
I'm late. I'm late.
Yeah. That's not what you want to hear. That's definitely not what you want to hear.
I heard a Caramel song. So old Caramel song was playing in the car the other day. He said, so girl, know I'm serious. I'm never scared, ma, unless you miss your period. I was on the highway and everything. I'm like, they're gonna have to clap to this.
I remember when I was younger, man, and me and this girl. It's funny because she had already had a kid, and I'm talking like, I mean, we were still young, like it was like 18, 19, around those ages. But she had her own crib and stuff like that and stuff. And so forth, right?
Oh, she was popping.
Yeah, man. And it's one day.
Good for her.
So one day we were going at it, and I was always Mr. Boots Up Man. And one day she was, you know what I mean, she was on top, going at it and stuff like that. And I don't know what got in her mind, but she pulled the condom off, and then she sat back down on it, and I was like, what is this? What is this feeling?
A whole new world.
I said, this is miraculous. I had no clue. I said, now I see why this happens. Now I know why this happens. Yeah, because
women, ladies, you women do these things to us.
Yeah,
you do these things to us.
And then she was smart. She gave me the quick, and then jumped off, and I was like,
no, we had the sample. That was a Costco sample right there.
Yeah. That was a Costco sample.
Like, where's the full product? It's in the freezer over there. Be like, all right, I want it.
But I mean, I could understand, man.
I don't know, like the first time and stuff, whatever. I went soft, whatever, right? It was like one of my ex girls and stuff, whatever. It's so funny where we went at one round and stuff and everything. And she was still in her bra and panties and stuff. We were done, and I was just like on the bed, and then we were watching something, and she's kind of giving it a rub up, and then boom, bam, stood up again. So I was like, oh, okay. So she's like, yeah, she wants more. So I'm like, cool. But I'm like, condom's in a drawer over there, whatever, right? I'm like, so she just kind of pushed me down and stuff. Like I was sitting up, and she pushed me down, and she just moved her thong over to the side, right?
Yeah.
And my anxiety kicked in. I was like, what's going on? No, please, I'm not ready. I want to be married. Hey, there's so much practice going on.
Everything flashing in my mind. You pushing the stroller.
Everything. I wasn't finished school. I was sweating. I just see my shit just going soft in her hand. And she's like, are you fucking serious, Mar? Are you fucking serious? And she started flopping it around. To my ex, I am sorry for that day.
He's sorry.
I apologize for my behavior. when I'm available now. So.
It's a different sensation, man.
Yo, it's a different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame.
It's a different ballgame.
I used to think people was bullshitting. It's like they're like,
what, bro? The first time and stuff.
no.
Yo, put like this. First time I lost my virginity, had a condom.
Right.
Didn't know what the feeling was. The VCR clock was on and stuff with everything.
Yeah.
That's back then. VCR.
Yeah.
I seen the clock. I went for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Cool. First time I had raw dog. I was like, this is too nice. I'm like, oh, pace yourself, boy. Pace yourself, boy. You are not a rookie. You are a grown ass man. You have to pace your friggin' self. So I was like, all right, and reset. And just look at it, suck a titty, and we're back, sports fans. And I was like, I don't know how long I can fight this off. I'm like, nah. And I remember I seen a thing and stuff like that. I don't think Instagram was popping back then, whatever. But I remember, I think I probably seen it either on Facebook or somewhere. But they said you have 2.2 seconds to decide if you're gonna make the woman a Twinkie or a toaster strudel. No, a Pop-Tart or a toaster strudel. Either you put the cream inside or you can put the cream on top. I'm like, you being a toaster strudel today, baby. Skeet. I'm like, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I was like, my biological clock wasn't clicking then.
No.
My clock wasn't clicking then.
No.
And stuff for that. I want to say, after I got married and stuff for that, I was like, yo, we had an agreement. We had a convo.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, let's enjoy some years in marriage without having kids.
Right.
Do what we do, enjoy this type of thing, and then that be that. And then after that, we reevaluate. I'm like, if you feel any different, you let me know, and vice versa. And then like we had that discussion and stuff, whatever, like years later.
Yeah.
And then boom, boom.
It was funny for me, man, because like I said I got married at 27, but I think I had my first kid at 27. My mind is got married in my 30s, but by the time I had my first child at the age of 27, I'm talking all my other friends, their kids was like big.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My first boys, my boys, the first set, they had, kids when like they was like 16, 17, 18, 19, like they were having kids then. So
right.
By the time I had my first at 27, it was already in their standard, it was already considered late.
Man, I got speeches. I got mad speeches.
Oh yeah. We were always calling you bag juice at one point.
Everybody's call me bag juice. Your sister called me Billy Blanks. She's like, yo, you don't got no kids yet? Remember, Cheryl's kids and stuff was already popping.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? Your niece had, your nephew had, you know what I'm saying? So they have a kid. She's like, fuck's wrong with you? Your girl looks pretty. What are you wasting time for? I was like, no, I just want to, do some things, stuff for that, get some things situated, stuff for that. Oh, you're firing blanks. Is that what it is? I'm sorry. And then I remember she drove past me one day. I was walking somewhere when everything. She's like, hey, cuz, what's going on with you? I'm like, not much. I'm like, I said something, I think whatever car she had at the time, something was going on. I'm like, your car's kind of fucked up. She's like, well, at least my car's not firing blanks. People looking like, what? You're firing blanks. My cousin, she's an asshole. Don't pay her no mind. Fuck out of here. Wait till I see her asking I'm gonna strangle her. So it was something that I danced to it. Yes, in different cultures, that's all the above. Whatever. Right. Yeah. Like I see it and stuff and everything like with it. But I mean, like my biological clock didn't kick in until like after I got married. After I got married and stuff, I'm like, the next step from this marriage is having children. Right. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby and a baby carriage. That was the shit that was in my head. Yeah. So it didn't strike me until it came to that point, whatever, right? And yeah, you're right. Some of these accidents happen and everything. We're not going to call these kids accidents. No. But, you know what I mean? In any case, stuff, whatever, I get it. But if you feel like it was an accident for your first, shouldn't you be smarter the fucking second, the third time and everything? Or you just said, fuck it. You can shoot the club up all the time.
You should be, but then the cats is like, nah, we just gonna shoot the club up. We're just gonna shoot the club up. Like, you already have one. Shoot.
Some of these guys can't pull out a driveway, man. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. So we're talking about exes and stuff like that, whatever, right? Recently, Pete Davidson, the comedian, Saturday Night Live and everything. Him and Ariana Grande was together. When they broke up, Ariana Grande made a song and stuff, whatever. Thank you. Next.
Yeah.
Right? And he took it like, chips on the shoulder, like, he took it like a champ. He's like, what? Yes, the song's about me. Yes, she highlighted some specific things stuff about him and stuff like that. So he knew it was about him.
Yes.
He's not a social media kind of guy.
Didn't what's her name just do that with Big Sean?
Janelle Aiko?
Yeah,
they still fucking.
Oh, okay.
Because,
but she got a song out that
when they were going through some chronicles, she did that.
Yeah.
And then now they're back again and stuff, whatever. That's when he dropped that line. After I made you come 9 times, and all the girls, I made you come 9 times. She's getting wild. But that is their form. I want to say, when you hear most of these musicians in interviews,
yes,
they say music is their therapy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Music is their therapy.
100%.
She's a musician. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Comedy is his therapy. A lot of these comedians and stuff, whatever, they come from a dark type of world. Kevin Hart. Mm-hmm. He claimed his father almost drowned him and stuff, whatever, in the pool and everything. And was driving home, I almost lost you today, That's a dark type of world. Yeah. But it was therapy for him, and he found humor in it. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. Pete Davidson, finally, with his Netflix special, finally started speaking about it because he's not a social media person and everything. And they're like, some people are feeling the type of way that he should never really be speaking about her like that. I'm like, but she already did it, though.
Yeah.
Is it fair game? My question to you is, is it fair game talking about an ex after a breakup?
I think it's fair game. And I think it happens more often than people want to admit it. I think only in this case is that Pete's a comedian. Right. So this now becomes part of his material. And you got to know, dating a comedian, that there's a chance that you might be part of the material.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
There's a few chicks scared and stuff, whatever, talking to me like, what we do is going to end up on your podcast? And like, no.
But we live life. We offer our experiences, facts, right? Absolutely. And just like how you say it's therapy. It's therapy. We at that point, it may have hurt or felt bad, but now we've come to a place where we can look back at it and laugh at it. Facts. You know what I mean? And that's
laughter is the best medicine, man.
That's all it is, man. Her therapy was getting it out on a song.
That's her realm.
That's her realm, man. I don't see nothing wrong with that. And like I said, man, it's like both of them could have been doing this way ahead of time with their friends. True. Because that's where it usually happens. That's where it starts. That's where it usually happens.
It starts with your inner circle and stuff, whatever, right? Yeah. So I mean, that's what it is. And if Patricia Juggernaut is hearing some of these words and stuff, whatever, might get you. And if we happen to be together and everything. Mm.
But she married
some
him.
Jokes. Now, oh, she booed up?
Yeah, she booed up. She married.
Oh, so I'm just crushing on her?
You just crushing. You just crushing on her.
Yo, you think you slick? You think you slick? Yo. For the folks at home, if you check our Instagram, we both share the Podical Sons Instagram. Yes. We are the Podical Sons.
We're the Podical Sons, man.
Exhibit A over here, though. He decided, because I told him that, like, I got a thing for a particular newscaster stuff here in Toronto. He went straight on, not from his account, not from your multiple accounts you got. You went from the Podical Son side to say, hey, Sofa King Marvelous has a crush on you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not afraid to say it. That's right. No, wink, wink.
I know you ain't afraid of it, but I felt like she needed to know. You know what I mean? I felt like you're a nice guy. You know what I mean? She married. There's no harm in telling her that, someone out there got a crush on her.
You got to give the flowers. You got to give the flowers. I don't want her to be like Aisha Curry and say no one's trying to get at her. Exactly. And if you up top, I apologize.
That's it, man.
I apologize.
Half of the Suns love her off.
Yes.
There you go.
That was it. I died. I opened up my Instagram. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't do this shit. I'm like, this dude right here. I was dying. It's all good though. But yeah, no, I feel that therapy, as long as you're getting the therapy, it's good. You can't heal what you don't reveal.
Nah, you can't.
You can't heal what you don't reveal. That's a big ass Jay-Z line. I'm a fan of that, man. But I mean, like, this is our thing. This is our podcast, and this is like our little therapy and stuff and everything as well too. Like, I started the podcast married.
Yeah.
I am now currently dating and single.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different world, different aspect. But it's not, I'm putting on the front for the world. I'm literally good. I'm literally, and mentally and physically, I am good. And it's because it's like, this is my therapy.
And, you know, one of the things that our fans always commend us for are the topics that we touch, and the way how we express it is, you know, it comes off so real. And a lot of times it comes off so real because these are some experiences that we have. You know what I mean? I mean, we might not be saying specific names, be mentioned specific times, but, you know what I mean, we have some sort of experience in some of these topics, and that's why we're able to speak upon it with such authority and such passion.
Exactly. This is our world, right? It's our podcast. Is our podcast considered to you locker room talk or barbershop talk?
Oh no, that's barbershop talk. If we went straight locker room, we'd probably be canceled.
You think? If we went straight, in today's climate, because they sensitive?
Yeah. If we went, we probably wouldn't have a big women audience as we do now.
Okay, but like we were just talking about, like with me, I was telling you about my ex girl who was on top of me. She kind of moved her thong to the side, said, or even your situation and stuff, whatever. Yeah. Isn't that semi-locker?
It's semi-locker, but you know how locker talk can get down.
Be like, yo, check with them titties, though.
I mean,
titties.
I mean, it went as far as us describing the action.
Right.
But we didn't really describe the action.
Right.
Like how we would describe it in a locker room.
In a locker room, they kind of go in full detail.
And you're getting the feedback in the locker room too, right? You getting that.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Buddy. You're getting that raw, unadulterated. I might be a male chauvinist pig, but we're in the confines of the locker room, and we good with that. Whereas barbershop, I mean, we barbershop, man. We touch a wide range of topics.
That's true.
Some of the illest conversations happen within the barbershop.
I agree.
Some of the raunchiest conversations happen in the locker room. In the locker room.
They happen in the barbershop.
They happen in the barbershop too. But more than likely, they happen in the locker room.
Yeah. Like I remember, you're right, because I think the sanctity of the younger kids and the younger demographics of boys might come in to get their haircuts and everything. Yeah. That's why it's kind of dialed back.
Well, you're right, because it's a wide spectrum of age. You have everyone from youngins up to grandpa who's in the barbershop. You know what I mean? And there's that respect shown along the board, right? Where in the locker room is mainly a
specific kind of age frame and demographic. Right. All right,
ladies, let us know what you talk about in the hair salon, man.
I'm dying to know.
I want to know what goes on there.
I'm talking about little dicks, big dicks,
and in the female locker room, because that's a thing. That's a thing.
I don't want to be all sexist, but I think y'all be asking, like, y'all be talking about shit about, like, which tampon you think might work for you. I got a heavy flow day. Do you think this is proper, or do you think that is proper? Might all don't work.
I think a lot of titty squeezing be going on in the female locker room. Yeah,
because they touch each other. And it's like they don't bat an eye. Yeah. I'll square up with somebody try to reach for my butt cheek.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening in the men's locker
room. My man, hold your side. Yo, fuck you doing with your hands?
Keep your head straight. Keep your head straight.
Man, I think it was. I never forget. I went to the gym and stuff, whatever, one time with a friend, and we went to the gym, not too far from his house, and he's like, "Yo, it's cheap here. We can go use everything and stuff, whatever." And like I said, the older you get, the less fucks you give, because we're in our 20s, we're in our early 20s, and these guys are probably like in their 50s, whatever, right? My boy's on that part of the bench, I'm on this part of the bench, and we're just getting dressed and stuff, where they're saying like, what we're gonna do after this and everything, like whatever. The other bench over there was two older guys and stuff, whatever. Dicks swinging, dicks just out, whatever, right? And the other one's drying his balls freely. Yeah. Talking about hockey game and stuff for the night before. He's like, "Can you believe the Leafs?" And then the guy's like, "I know, right?" And I was like, and when I hear them going at it, I turn my head. I'm like, "Oh, why is y'all dicks out? Y'all just talking to each other." It threw me off, and I was like, "Yeah," but I'm like, that's just how it gets down and stuff for them. So I feel like in women and stuff, whatever, they just used to the realm and stuff. They're like, "Yo, we got the same body parts. done deal.
Done deal.
And then they might just get into a little small banter and stuff like whatever. They might be in and out.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. No.
I think.
Do you think my left titty's bigger than the right? Yeah, it is actually.
Wait, hold on.
It's heavier too.
What?
I mean, we'd be sitting in the locker room like, huh? Shake it?
Should wives and girlfriends be allowed to go to the barbershop?
I want to say no.
I'm gonna say fuck no. Yo,
I want to say no.
cause okay,
Drop shorty off and then you move, go on your way.
there's a barbershop in Oklahoma, right? I don't know why I did that. I'm so fucked up. I'm happy it's not a black barbershop. It's a Caucasian barbershop.
Okay.
So I feel like, they might hold more weight and have more of a case. These guys said that they feel like in times, especially we live in now and stuff with male toxicity and everything, some men can't feel okay to be men and have
right.
men-like convo in
Yes.
specific places
Yeah.
without being crucified.
Right.
So they feel like their shop is not for women.
Yeah.
If the weather's decent and stuff, whatever, they have they'll put out benches outside for the women to sit. But the men and the boys are in the barbershop. Some women are outraged that this is happening and stuff, whatever. Like, I can't believe it, why we can't go in and stuff, whatever. I'm like, nah, I agree with these dudes. Because you have the Sandals resorts when they tell you there's no kids allowed.
Straight up, yeah.
There's no kids allowed. So what, you're going to argue with Sandals and stuff, whatever, tell them how to run their establishment?
But it's so funny that they'd be outraged that they'd have to sit outside when they'd probably be more outraged if they were inside hearing the conversations that's going on.
Hearing the convo.
Yeah.
Like I said, like my barbershop and stuff, whatever, we're there. Dudes running to selling CDs, movies. No dude ran in to sell drinks, like energy juices and all that type of stuff and everything like that. Dude came in one day. He's like, yo, I got this carrot juice. I got this juice. I got this mandingo juice right here. This, 2 sips of this, whatever.
Yeah.
Rock hard. Like a Rottweiler. You can go all night.
Yeah.
A mother and a son walked in. He's like, yo, he was saying it. He heard the door open. It's like turned. He's like, this can help you out in the bedroom, guys. he cleaned up the speech.
It went from R to PG.
That fast. And I was like, this is the dynamic because we're trying to uphold the respect.
Of course. Yeah.
Most men are trying to uphold the respect. So not to violate, give us the sanctity and stuff. I don't really care to go inside a hair salon, a beauty salon and stuff for that to say like, to know what they talking about and stuff, whatever. Real talk, I'm gonna feel super uncomfortable if I'm not going in to go do anything for my damn self.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? So if I'm walking in and stuff, whatever, just to like, I'm just here waiting for a woman, they're probably looking like, probably at one of the magazine like, when is this punk about to leave? Because I need to tell Janice about what happened to me last night. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm like, no, like, give us our time. We'll give you your time, and we're kosher.
It's funny because I mean, just last night, my wife had a girls' night, right? And she was basically saying, well, you don't have to go nowhere. You can stay here. But my inkling is just to
section off yourself.
Yeah.
Be by yourself and let them have her
and let them have their do they do.
Because the dialogue was different, man.
Right.
They're in talking about dicks.
That's it.
This time I was like, girl, some guy slid in my DM. He dropped me a dick pic. For real? They still do that? I don't know why they do that. Look. The phones hopping around the room. They're like,
Nigga with a glass of wine.
He's like,
oh.
He manscaped. Like, what about the other one? They're like, ugh. He never even seen a razor a day in his life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, let them have that sanctity and stuff with them. Like, yo.
Yeah.
I expect some kind of dialogue that's not, I want to say, ready for men.
Right.
And everything. If it's that important, she might try to dilute it down and bring it to me one away.
Right.
She might be like, can you believe some guys out here still just sending women these inappropriate photos? I try to act dumb. What kind of inappropriate photos, boo?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Oh my gosh, guys are still sending dick pics. They're sending dick pics, okay?
Yeah, she acting all flushed. Meanwhile, she just around her girls and seen about 40 of them.
40 of them. Be like, yo, how'd you know? What, the guy send you that? No.
So
how'd you know? auntie, brother, sister comes across the street and they size little nephews. Sister came over her phone and showed it to me. Lying ass up, man.
Lies.
You know, why are you lying? But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give us our sanctity and we'll give you yours and stuff for that. And absolutely and stuff for that. We can run with that, right? And you shouldn't feel bad. I think no one should feel bad and stuff for that for it.
You shouldn't.
I think it's more of a FOMO thing.
Yeah.
It's a FOMO, like a fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Why, like, those people and stuff decided when they want to protest and speak about, like, they have a problem with that barbershop and stuff and everything like that. But I know my dialogue will definitely change when there's women around. When there's children around, my dialogue changes.
I think it's just stupid. You know what I mean? I don't even think they want to be in there. But just the fact that someone is saying that they can't, they're fighting back with it. Give you an example. This was, I want to say, maybe late 80s to early 90s, right? Mm-hmm. There was this woman in, I believe it might have been Windsor.
Okay.
Who was walking around topless.
All right.
Right? She got arrested and she got charged
indecent
exposure. Right? She went and she took it all the way to the Supreme Court. Because her argument was
men walk around topless.
Women should be able to walk around topless too.
Right.
She had an argument, right? The argument was sound. She won. So from that day forward, any woman could walk around topless, right?
Women, I don't think you're appreciating your rights. Utilize your rights, exercise your rights. Especially when I'm around. I'm out in the summertime quite often.
When the law hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first, maybe I would say month and a half,
mm-hmm.
you had women out there exercising their rights, right?
Mm.
Then it stopped.
So you can't tell me what to do, type of thing.
Gotcha. Right? Knowing full well that, listen, I don't want to walk around topless anyway, but because you're telling me I can't, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, some women just want to walk around topless. This, that, and the third.
Yeah, some nudists.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And you're allowed to do this. So they've now given them the right. But it's the men doing it far outweighs the women doing it,
mm-hmm.
even though it's an equal opportunity thing at this moment.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like for the mere fact that someone says you're forbidden to come into the barbershop, they fighting against that.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't want to go into the barbershop.
I went to an all-white party and stuff, and I seen an asshole coming there wearing black. And I'm like, are you dumb? Yo, I was like, it says all-white party. It was advertised all-white party. All-white jam.
Yeah.
And so I knew the person, too.
Yeah.
And the person pissed me off, too. I'm like, I hope they made your ass pay extra. So they said, yeah, they made me pay extra. So I'm like, serves you fucking right.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? No one should tell me what to do. I'm like, I don't follow trends. I set them. I'm like, no one told you to come to the party.
No one told you to come. You didn't have to come.
You didn't have to come. So I was like, people don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right. I 150% agree with you on that or whatever, right? We got to just forgive this shit. We got to forgive for the stupidity. Forgive for the stupidity.
Yeah.
And forgive for the renegades.
Yeah.
You know, and
but remind the women you are allowed to walk around topless.
feel free. Wintertime, I mean, bullets, you know, pink, pink. But I mean, it's your choice. It's your world. We just live in it.
Your choice.
That
probably would be a locker room conversation for us.
What do you think? Yeah, what? I don't know.
If it got to nitty gritty, yeah.
If it got to nitty gritty, well, yeah.
It could. It's one of those conversations that can transfer across the line from locker room to barbershop back to locker room.
True. What if you're in the barbershop and you see a woman walking topless right past the barbershop and stuff like that?
It's gonna be a conversation piece.
So it'll be more barbershop then. Or then it might go in and be like, yo, them things flopped into our armpits. Probably suck a nipple and taste deodorant. Like, yo.
It might cross the locker barbershop threshold.
Yeah.
If there's no youngins inside the barbershop.
Valid. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because
that's what it is.
They're mindful and stuff, whatever, right? They're mindful. Let's talk about people learning to forgive themselves. I feel like a lot of people and stuff, whatever. I feel like a lot of people struggle with forgiving themselves. I had a conversation with somebody and stuff, whatever. The ending of last week.
Yeah.
And we're having a convo, and long story short, the guy brought his little brother a car.
Okay.
He brought his little brother a car from like the secondhand dealerships,
right,
and everything.
Yeah.
But most of the time, those people do like good maintenance and everything and stuff.
Of course,
like
they're usually certified.
They're usually certified and stuff, whatever, right? He bought the car the Saturday. The following Friday, not even a week, his brother died in a car crash. Whatever, right? And I think they said faulty brake line or something like that. Whatever was part of the cause.
Right.
And his brother lost his life in the thing, right?
Right.
So this is like years ago.
Yeah.
So I seen him and stuff, whatever, like, you know, like last week and shit like that. I'm like, oh shit, I ain't seen him in a bit, whatever. Like I seen him maybe one time after the funeral.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I haven't seen you in a bit, whatever. I'm like, you know, I'm like, if anything, I'm on this and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, he see somebody, a friend of ours, kind of reposted the podcast stuff.
Okay.
And he meant to get at me and stuff, whatever, right?
Okay.
But so I'm like, it's all good. This is where I am and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
And I'm like, how are you though? I'm like, you know, we haven't really spoken since like a little bit after the funeral.
Yeah.
He's like, he'll never accept that his brother is gone. Whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know, you can't replace a good soul and stuff like that. Your brother was a cool kid and stuff and everything like that, whatever, right? But he's like, if he never bought the car from there, he'd probably have a probability and stuff of still being alive to this day. And I'm like, he's still lamenting. Can I use that word? I'm trying to step my game up like you.
No. You go ahead, man. Good.
Yeah, okay, bad.
Get your vocabulary up, King.
He's lamenting on the fact that like this incident took place 6 years ago. Yeah. But he's still in that state of mind, saying that if he would have bought the car from somewhere else, his brother'd still be alive. It's done. I'm like, and I told him like, bro, you gotta learn how to forgive yourself and stuff, whatever, right? And he's like, how? And at that moment, I was at a loss for words, but I told him the stuff. I'm like, it starts from at least acknowledging the fact and stuff, whatever, that like you're remorseful, right, from whatever happened. Yeah, because somebody never could have lost their life.
Exactly. But and let's face it, he could have bought that car at a dealership.
That's still what happened.
And it's still what happened.
What did they call it? Recall.
Yeah.
They have recalls
all
for parts
time.
and stuff,
all
whatever, right? All the time and stuff. When someone's recalls and stuff, whatever, cause accidents. Yeah. Make cars faulty and stuff like whatever, right? So I was like, yo, I was just telling him stuff, whatever, and I looked up some stuff, and then I got back at him stuff because like we swapped out info, whatever, right? And I was like, yo, I see something that said 4 R's: responsibility, remorse, restoration, and renewal. And it's like those are the ways and stuff, whatever, to learn to forgive yourself, whatever, right? Like once you're responsible of what took place, whatever thing, you hold yourself accountable. Of course. Once you hold yourself accountable, that's it. You're remorseful. You're already in the right direction and stuff, whatever, right? I'm like, fam, the restoration and stuff is to know for a fact that like you've done everything you could, even after funeral. Yeah. And everything and stuff like that, whatever, right? He does his ones and twos and stuff, whatever. He makes his cake, and he's like, yeah, he fit the bill and everything and stuff. I'm like, is your mom upset at you? He's like, no. I'm like, is your pops upset at you? He's like, yeah, but it don't. Their words and stuff kind of don't mean nothing to me. I'm like, no. They should mean something to you. 100%. I'm like, because it's their child. Yeah. It's their child. Yeah. So I'm like, at the end of the day and stuff, you're their child too. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if they forgiven you, how come it's finding so hard to forgive yourself? Do you know you see that? You realize some people have this problem?
No. It's, and I think the dynamic with that is because it was his brother too, right? Mm-hmm. It's one thing where you might have done something and it might have affected a stranger, and now you have to live with that. But it's a whole nother story
when it hits home.
it's home. Like, this is somebody you wake up and seen every day.
Right.
You argue with, you fought with, you laughed with, you joked with. You understand? And you know that one little incident had changed lives forever, right? And you really start to think about that, and you wake up the next morning and he's not there to talk to. You know what I mean? You wake up a few, you know what I mean? So in a situation like that, I could see where it might be a little bit harder to get over. But at some point, you got to realize that life goes on, and you know, it's like you said, what happened. Listen, you didn't make the breaks bad.
No,
you didn't. You know, however the accident happened, you were not the cause of that.
I told them all that.
All you did was what you did. You did something from the heart. Right. You bought your brother a car.
How many people can say that? Yeah, that's what I told him. I'm like, how many people can say they brought their brother a car?
Yeah,
or their sibling a car. Period.
Not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people can say that.
You know that when we speak about that, reminds me of the bus driver the truck driver who drove into the hockey team's bus.
Oh, the Humboldt.
Yeah,
the Humboldt team.
Man, just listening to that truck driver, I felt it for him. Because this is something now he has to live with, and it wasn't just one life, two lives. It was, you know what I mean? It was multiple lives. Right. And it was just a situation where, you know, it's just a moment of not paying attention, a moment of not concentration, this, that, and the third led to that. And you think about how many times you're on the road, you see people on their cell phones, you see people doing this, you see people doing that, this, that, and the third, and nothing happens.
Right.
And it could have easily be one of those people happening.
Right.
Too. And in a flash, life changes. Right? But now guess what? He didn't argue. He didn't raise no defense. He didn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't trying to prolong any trial because he didn't want the families to go through any more suffering that they already do.
Right.
Right? He said, no, this is my fault. Just like how you said.
Yeah.
Acknowledged, took responsibility. He's in jail now doing his restitution. Right? You can only hope now that when he comes out, he can continue on with his life.
Absolutely.
You can only hope now that after his restitution is paid, the family, they might, you know, I mean, they might not forget, but hopefully they can forgive, because it was not a malicious intent.
But it's something like, even if a life wasn't lost,
yeah,
right? If a life wasn't lost and everything like that, I still feel like, even if you did something to me,
right,
and you're like, Marv, I'm sorry, I didn't do such and such and everything, I didn't lose a life and everything, whatever, probably must have hurt me. I don't know, maybe something get done financially or something like that and everything. I'm like, it's all good. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Whatever's clever. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be, or it wasn't my time or something like that, whatever, right? I've forgiven you. You shouldn't take that weight and stuff and be like, yo, I can't believe I fucked up on the... I already forgave you. You don't need to take that weight down, because picture if you're a person and stuff, your self-esteem is high.
Right.
If you had low self-esteem, imagine people who have low self-esteem and stuff, whatever. They probably find it extra hard to forgive themselves on lighter situations.
I'll give you a personal situation with me.
Okay.
The first time when I had crashed and wrecked my BMW. I was drunk out of my mind. I shouldn't have been driving. Right. Lost my license for a bit. So much of stuff, but I was really down on myself. You know what I mean? Like, what was I thinking? This, that, and the third, and so forth, like that. And at the time where I was working at the time, I would do a lot of
Commuting.
yeah, commute, like, you know what I mean?
Drive to and from.
I had the company car. I would go and like drop off stuff and so forth like that.
But now you got your license.
Right. So I looked at my boss, and I was like, and I told him, I said, listen, I can't drive. I lost my license and so forth like that. He's like, yeah, I was wondering how come I wasn't seeing you drive to work and so forth like that. So I explained to him the situation, and I felt bad because I always felt like he depended on, you know what I mean? I'm a dependable employee. He depended on me. So I felt bad that I couldn't just do the little errands, the twos and fros that I did with the car. And he said, goes, no, it is what it is. Learn from it. Be better. And those words were so encouraging to me. You understand? Because here's a person who knows, even though I did wrong, he knew that's not me.
Right.
You understand? And he knew that I was better
than that.
So he just simply said, no, learn from it, become better.
True.
And I took those words to heart. And anytime I'm in a situation where I feel like I need to be down on myself, or I'll get down on myself, I said, no, I'm better than this.
Facts. Absolutely.
I'll learn from it and move on, because we're gonna go through life and we're gonna make more mistakes.
Shitloads of mistakes.
We're gonna make more mistakes than we're gonna get things right. And part of you learning those mistakes is to get things right.
But the mistakes lead to greatness.
That's what it is. So
mistakes lead to greatness and stuff, whatever. Remember, I told you, it's win or learn.
Win or learn.
When you're making a mistake and stuff, whatever, that's not a win. That's a learning point.
Some of the people's greatest triumphs come from losses.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
You understand?
That's how I look at it and stuff. Is that like, yo, learn to forgive yourself, people. Like, it means a lot, and it can help you in the long run. And once you learn that ability, you can pass that on and stuff to other friends and family and other people and stuff, so forth. Reach one, teach one.
Yeah. And to carry it, listen, man, to carry that weight around with you, it's a heavy burden.
Woo!
It's a heavy burden, man.
Woo!
It's a heavy burden.
That's
so
a boulder. You're walking around with a boulder.
Yeah,
That's not a chip, though. That's a boulder on your shoulder.
And it'll stop you from doing great things.
It'll stop you from doing great things. It'll stop you in other things and stuff, whatever. And you won't go anywhere.
No. Yeah.
How many? Yo, look at the strongman competition. Those dudes carry those big ass weights and stuff, whatever. You think they can move faster than my ass not carrying nothing?
Listen, man.
They're stronger than me, but yeah.
Listen, I told you, man. When I got into that accident, I was depressed. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to move out of the house. I didn't want this to do this. It took my parents talking to me. It took, you know what I mean, all these people to just say, hey, listen, it happens.
Yeah.
You understand? You got to be able to forgive yourself and move on.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
That's what's up. Let's get to the question of the week. Question of the week. As you get older, what are you becoming more and more that you're afraid of?
Old man grunting.
Making a noise.
Yeah. Getting up out of the couch.
It's already happening to me.
I'm like, shit. When did I become the old man grunter?
It's already happening to me. It's already happening to me. And I was on the bed the other day. I was like, I was like, the hell is wrong with me?
Everything got a noise attached to it now.
I know. Yo, I feel like the other day, I'm at that house, and I seen somebody. I looked out the window and I seen somebody and stuff and everything walk past. I'm like, who the hell is that? That's that, the old man from the porch.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I'm like, it's cold as hell now.
Right.
My black ass still went to go open the door, go look like. I'm staring hard and stuff, whatever. Like, that's a new face to the neighborhood. All right, let me close my front door now. I was like, and when I closed the door, I was like, Marv, You're an old ass man.
You've become that guy. You've become neighborhood
Hey,
watch.
get off my lawn. Yeah, that's what I felt like. I was like, damn, I'm tripping out here. Yeah, I don't want to be that miserable old dude. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
So whenever when I caught myself even doing that, I'm like, I hope I find a way to stop this. I'm aware of it now.
Yeah.
So like I look whatever. Like even I seen like I think somebody coming to the house and I seen him through the window. I'm like, no, until they knock on the door, ring the doorbell. That's when I get up and go to the door because I want to be like, open the door. Oh, were you watching me? Yes. That's the old man in me. There a problem? Leave. So be nicer now. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
That one hit though. You're right. The old man grunt though is
The old man grunting, man. I was like, yo, I'm doing this more often than not.
You're making some noise for no damn reason.
No damn reason.
No damn reason.
No damn reason.
All right, man. Let's get to the Ask the Sons. Ask the Sons. One comes from Tensai Senpai.
Hey.
How many times a day do you masturbate? Can you masturbate before it becomes a problem? Asking for a friend. Shut your lying ass up. Yo.
Does your friend have a name that might rhyme with 10 by 7?
For real. Yo, I seen this thing the other day. I follow, what is it? Is it 8 Facts? I follow them on the gram. They put up a thing on masturbation.
Yeah.
And they said, I think if you masturbate, I think minimum at least twice a day,
Right.
you could be like one of the happiest people on the planet, whatever. Because like, you're fighting off the load and the stress and everything, like whatever, right? I'm like, who has time, though?
Who has time?
I'm like, yo,
Who has
I
time,
wake
man?
up and I'm going, and then I'm like, come home, I'm going, and then I have this, and I'm like, I was like, yo.
Listen, if I manage to fire off 2, that third round I'm chaffing myself.
You gotta switch lubricants. You have to switch the lubricant. How many times a day can you masturbate before it becomes a problem? I think if you masturbate more than twice, it's a problem.
More than twice is it's
More than twice is a problem
It's a
because there's 24 hours in a day. So if it's your day off, some dudes act different though. Because I remember Kevin Hart's like, "What am I do? My wife's gone, babe. You gone? No. What am I do? I'm gonna beat my dick. I'm gonna beat my dick. I'm gonna beat my dick." So I mean, like, hey, more than twice, you definitely have a problem.
Yeah.
Kate_ors. Why do some people comment on videos on porn sites? That's a motherfucking good damn question. Let me tell you something. I got no time to read no fucking comment on no damn Pornhub.
Why is there even a comment section?
Yo, what did they better say something. Yo, I swear, hand to God, they have to put a part and stuff in that comment to be like, if you thought this video was fire with this chick, you should click on this link.
Right?
See,
Right?
that's the only thing I want to see.
There should just only be links. There should just be links.
Links to see more of this chick in action, then be like, okay. Because I'm looking like, all right. But if you're telling me and stuff, whatever, like, yo, I don't like her hair look in this video, but
They start breaking down
the semantics and everything. Like, I got cussed out one time and stuff, whatever. Like, when I had my porn site and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
When I had my porn site and stuff, whatever, I got cussed out because somebody said to me something like, when you look at porn, what do you look at and stuff for the day? I'm like, categories I can put it into the site, whatever. Right? I try to pay attention to full detail, everything else stuff for it, except for like the scene.
Right.
Characters, people in the scenes, but then everything else. And I was looking at one porn, I was like a lesbian porn, and like there was an Art of War on the table, on a coffee table, and they were doing it in the living room. I was like, oh shit, these porn stars is legit. They got the Art of War by Sun Tzu on the coffee table and everything. And I was saying it to a friend, he's like, why are you looking at the coffee table? I was like, you're right. Why are you looking at the comment section for? Like, yo. You're there for a purpose. Rub one out, diddle the skittle.
Could you imagine?
Keep it moving.
Could you imagine the person who's watching the porn and after it's finished, he's like, that was damn good. I gotta say something about this.
I'm going on porn. I'm going on Pornhub right now, though.
You go find something.
I'm going on Pornhub right now.
Read one comment. Find one comment and read a comment.
See, Pornhub.com. They might have some wild. All right. They got a lot of incest shit popping off. Stepdaddy, fucking stepdaughter. Okay. Fake body. Okay. We'll see with this. This seems like something. I'm not even gonna hit play. Oh shit! 29 comments.
29 comments.
So the video is called Fake taxi, Aussie bodybuilder gets her big tits sucked. Right?
Okay.
First comment says, this bitch has 36 likes. Never thought we'd hear from someone, quote, Yoda in a porn movie. What a glorious time to be alive. I want to watch it.
Cause now you want to hear when they say Yoda.
I want to watch it.
Was that a safe word? What was the context?
What a glorious time to be alive. Yo. Then another one's like, hold on. No, hold on. The girl is Kiwi, not Aussie. So I guess they can distinct her accent. Yo, I really want to watch this scene. When we're done recording. I'm getting ready for her to turn green like the Incredible Hulk. She kind of brolic though. Hold on. No, she looked kind of cut.
Oh yeah. She cut.
Okay, well, boo. There you have it. I don't know why. I guess the comments do slap.
I wonder if there's people who go straight to the comment section before they even start watching the video.
You know what? That might be my new go-to thing because play this. I haven't been to Pornhub and stuff in a minute since the last time we spoke.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. So I haven't been to Pornhub and stuff in a minute. But now this is in the back of my mind and stuff and everything. Yo, that is funny as shit. That thing had 36 likes.
That is funny. That's
for the people to read it too.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. I don't know why people comment on porn sites, but I'm gonna watch that video and might have DM you. Ty Guy, the last question. What are 5 things you guys do actively to be better people?
Kind
of rein back into bullshit.
I wake up every morning and give thanks for life. When I see people on the street, I acknowledge them and say hi, hello, or what's up. I try to do something, at least one positive act. I'm trying to find out 5. I try to be encouraging and assisting. And the 4th one, I always try to acknowledge my mistakes. Now, I might not do all 5 every day, but I strive to those will probably be things that I myself do throughout the day to try and improve my better being.
Ty Guy, I hope you're listening, man. Me, I always say I have 5 issues with people in the world, and I try to do the complete opposite of those things and stuff. The issues I have with people in the world is lack of love, lack of family. No one wants to listen. Everybody acts like they know, and no one wants to be held accountable for their own actions. Accountability is a thing. So I try to always make sure I hold myself accountable for things that I do.
Yeah.
I try to listen to stuff, whatever. We do talk a lot and stuff, whatever, on our outlet.
Right.
And everything and stuff, whatever. But I always try to make sure when I go somewhere, like when people come up to me and like, Podical Son, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm willing to listen. So I know I listen. Because some of the questions make it to the show.
Right.
I don't act like I know everything. I think with you and I last week we had a conversation about the whole sports thing and stuff, whatever, which is the most watched and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Basketball, NBA basketball.
Yeah.
Is 2 in the world.
Okay.
It is 2.
Yeah.
It's up there, the top tiers and stuff like that. Whatever. Right. Number 1 is soccer. Number 2 is is basketball.
Okay.
Damn near that. I think they said those 2 sports are like the cheapest for even the kids in the world to play.
Right, because you just need a ball.
You just need a ball. And you need to kick.
Right.
You need a ball and you need a bootleg hoop.
Yeah.
And you're good to go.
That's it.
So I don't act like I know. And if I don't know, I have a conversation with somebody that might know in that realm or might try to look it up my damn self.
Right.
Family is a must. I try to put family first. Family, we're a fam.
Yeah.
we're fam and everything and stuff, whatever. And I have friends that became family, and I love them dearly. And when it comes to love, I'm not afraid to tell people and stuff I know who has me in their corner to tell them I love them and I support. I love their love and support and stuff, and the support that they give me.
Yeah.
You give flowers when they're alive to smell, not when they're dead.
Yeah.
So those are the 5 things I try to do. The opposites that I don't like, I try to make sure I implement them into daily life. Might not happen every day, like you said.
Yeah, might not happen every day.
But it's definitely a thing and stuff, whatever, where sometimes I tell myself, like, shut the fuck up, listen, and hear what the person has to say.
Oh, and I'll just add one more to it.
Oh, you're giving 6. Okay, you giving 6 out here. All right.
And this has pretty much become my mantra.
Mm-hmm.
Is to be selfless over selfish.
Selfless over selfish. That's what's up. That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, I try to put, and sometimes it could be to my own detriment, but I try to put other people first before I think of myself in certain situations. Now, there's certain situations where I had to realize that, no, I got to put myself first in order to achieve certain things or to get certain things done.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the only time. But in doing that, it's only because I realize I have to help myself first before I can help somebody else.
Facts.
And that's it.
Facts. All right, man. That's it, man. You got to associate the Suns for us?
Yes, this So Says the Suns this week. And this is coming off a conversation that we've had, because I've been noticing a trend of a lot of people talking and not doing, and always coming up with excuses for not doing.
Facts.
Right? So this week's So Says the Suns is: you can't expect to swim if you're afraid to get into the water.
So says
the Suns.
So say the Suns. That's for real. Yeah, we were talking. When you said it,
Yeah.
I quoted the Dre song. A million motherfuckers on this planet Earth talk that hard bullshit because that's all they're worth. They're just talkers. They're not doers.
Yeah, that's
right?
it.
So that beat that.
Another in the books. 73. 2 more to 75. We got a special guest coming in on the 75th show.
Yep.
You know how we do on the 25 anniversaries. That's it.
Once again, folks, thank you again for listening to Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits and my stupidity don't. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful
Mars
day.
BS.
I ain't scared. Bring Bane, punk ass. Bring him.
Peace.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.